Hello everyone, so we are reached one of the most precious part of this lecture where we will be working on the comments function which you can use as being and developing some your own project of type of online chats or some communications, so some social networks. So that is really unbelievable. The comments, it's very superb function and superb feature in any application. So we will now learn how to develop it on the highly professional way. Okay, so by coming back to our project, this is our project. We can now like our post and we are now going to the comments. So what we want now to implement in our project, whenever we will click a comment button, we want to be redirected to a new view controller. And the here very important moment, the Facebook development Mark Zuckerberg, while going to another view controller, he is using the function which called show segue. Okay, so this is what we will implement now. In order to implement show segue, we in the Xcode, the home view controller, which means the mother view controller, that one will be redirected from the home view controller. This view controller must be embedded into navigation controller. So select your home VC on the main storyboard, select it here, make sure that you have selected, go to the top at the top editor, then embed in, and here we select a navigation controller. Okay, don't be worried that here we got some navigation bar. It's very simple to hide. Select your navigation controller, which we right now embedded in, then go to Attributes Inspector and remove this check mark. Okay, so the navigation controller here used for the purpose of executing the segue, which called show. Okay, so we have got now the navigation controller and the home view controller is embedded into navigation controller. So as the next step here, I would like now to add a new view controller here. I'll drag it here from the objects view controller. That is the one which will be our comments view controller. So what I will do now, I will zoom, I'll select this button, which is in the no picture cell. That is the button. And just to make sure that I'm selecting the button and dragging it from the button, from the left panel I will hold Ctrl and left mouse click drag to the comments view controller which we just now posted, and click here the method show. Excellent. So now by clicking this button we will be redirected to this view controller with the show segue. And there is one more thing. We have now made a segue from the no picture cell. Now we'll have to do the same from the picture cell. So I select now comments button in the picture cell, and then here I will use the left panel for better security, and I will hold Ctrl left mouse click drag again to the comments view controller, and I will click again show. Very good. So we can now build our app, and by clicking this button we will be executing a segue which called show. So this is the comments button. Okay, let me show you for the difference. When I click pause, this called module segue, and that one is a push segue when we are redirected to the another view controller with the show segue animation. Okay, very good. As the next step, since we've reached the button, I will now change the icons. You have downloaded the icons attached to this project. I will select first the comments icon. I'm going to the project folder, then in assets. I will hold Ctrl and drag it here. Very good. And here must be three buttons must be here. And then we are, yeah, here select your icon, then come here, attributes inspector, here select template image. Very good. Then we're now going to the main storyboard, and we will assign these buttons to being an icons. So here we don't select a background image, we select just an image. Here we will write comments. That is the one. Yeah, that is what we wanted, guys. And one more moment here is that we will write here comment text. I'll put one space, then I'll write comment, and we will change the tint of this icon. We will make it the dark gray, dark gray color, the same like for the like button. The same we are doing for the picture cell button. Select the comments button, attribute inspector, select the image being a comments, and here title, let's write space comment. And here the text color, we will use dark gray color in both of the cases. Here as well, text color will be dark gray color. And here we're using Helvetica Neue Medium 15, so the same font we will be using for the comments button. Here will be Helvetica Neue Medium 15 to keep the brand identity. Very good. So the same we are doing for the picture cell button. So I changed the font to being a Helvetica Neue Medium and the size of the font 15 pixels. Make sure that the text color is dark gray and the background color is dark gray. Not the background, I'm sorry, tint color is the dark gray color. Okay. So this is now we have done with the appearance of the icon. And here we go. We have here now comments icon, which we can simply click on this and be redirected to the comments view controller, which is really amazing. Okay, so now we are coming to this. We're going more into details of the comments view controller. So here we need to build some interface which is built by the Facebook in its original app. Okay, so the interface is divided into two parts. The top part where we'll be showing the user information, back button, etc, etc. Then the middle part where there is comments itself, and the bottom part where there is a bar to send a text message comment. Okay, so I will start from the top bar. Here I will find a button. I will just simply drag it here. I will fix the button something like this. And immediately I will drag the next three buttons which you have downloaded, which I have created. So we drag it the same way like we did for the template. Then we made the template image as a render as. Then we are coming to the main storyboard. We select the button, we remove the title, and the background image we want to keep as a back button. Very good. So the size, we can make it 25 by 25. If you want to increase it, you can make even 30 to 30. It still looks beautiful. Okay, so I'll make sure that I am aligning this in the proper way. And after the button, there is in the official Facebook app, then there is a user profile picture. You can do it yourself, but since we are already using the identical, we can just select it for Ava image view from any of the cells. Then we come to the view controller, and I will just paste it and I will clear constraints from this. Okay, so something like this. We can resize it to 75, 75 if you want, or you can keep it even 50 to 50. And then there is one more thing is there is a full name label and the date label. So full name and the date. I will copy that as well, and I will click it. I will paste it in the comments view controller. I will align it in the same way. I will clear constraints, and then I will just resize it accordingly. Here, select the button. Don't forget in Attributes Inspector the tint color to make it dark gray color identical to our brand. Okay, so this is the top alignment. That is the top alignment. And the next part The middle part will be a table view which will store different comments. Okay, so find your in the right panel among the objects a table view. Just drag it accordingly. I will keep the 20 pixels gap between these, and I will make it looking something like this. Okay, so this is a table view. Then we're immediately going to Attributes Inspector, and we are adding one prototype cell. So I resize the cell to be, let's say, of 70 pixels height. This cell will show a comments of the different users. Okay, and here again we need a user profile picture of the one who posted the comment. I will copy this image. I will double click on the cell, make sure that I'm in the consent view, and I will paste it here. Something like this. I will make it 72 pixels to make sure that there is a 10 pixel from the top, 10 pixel from the bottom. Okay, and then we will need a one label. It will be a one label which will show the text, the comment itself of the user. So I just simply drag a new label. I will select your custom font, which will be Helvetica Neue. We can give it regular, and 15 pixels. We can do that, and make sure that the lines here are 0, means incontinuous lines. Okay. And then there is one more important thing. This label, there must be also a first name, the full name of this user. So I will copy the one label from the top, make sure that there are no constraints. I'll resize it accordingly. And here, that one will be comment written by the any user. Okay, so this label will be storing the comment, and that one will be the first name and last name of the user. And this will be the profile picture of the user. Okay, and also now the next step there is very important. We will now use the same technique what Facebook has used. When you go to the comments page, they show the post itself. They demonstrate the post itself. Okay, what I will do is open the left panel here by clicking this button, select your table view. That is on the left panel table view, then it has a cell which we right now configured. So now find one object which called UI view. So I will simply drag it right at the top of the table view. Be careful, make sure that you insert it like I'm doing this. So now I will release it, and here we will show the post itself. I will immediately change the background color just to see the differences. I will use some bright color, let's say a yellow one, so I can distinguish the white space from this UI view. Okay, then what I will do is I will copy this label from the picture cell, and then I will hold shift and I will select the picture of the post. I will now copy this because the only reason what I'm copying this, I want everything keep identical. I want this picture and the label to be having the same attributes as in the picture cell or anywhere when where the post is shown. Okay, now I'm coming back here. I make a double click on this view which we have now inserted, and then I will click Command V, which states for post. Then immediately I will clear all constraints. Then what I will do is I will select the UI view and I will resize it accordingly. Okay, so now here we have a top layout, which is states for the user who posted the post, which is having the first name, last name, then the date when the post has been posted, and then the back button. Then we have the post itself. Underneath we are having the comment cell, and right at the bottom we will be having a bar. We'll be having a bar which will show the comments tools. Okay, so in order now to insert the comment tool, I will find now immediately UI text view. This is what we will use to write a new comment. So I will resize it accordingly, something like this. Then immediately I remove the text here. And then the background color, I will select group table view background color. Okay, so this will be something what we will tap, and then we will start to write a text. And then I will need a button in order to send this text. So I insert button here. Initially I will use no icon. I will just write here send, and this will be Helvetica Neue 15 and the medium. Like this. Okay, so this is the general layout of our comments. If you want, you can make the table view a little shorter. Yeah, like this. And I think it is too close. I'll keep at least 10 pixels gap. Okay, very good. So let's now do an alignment for our comments view controller. Okay, I select first the button and I will insert top, left, and these constraints. Then I select the user profile picture. I make it horizontal spacing, then I make it centered to this button, center vertically, and I keep the same width and height for this profile picture. Very good. Then what we are doing is then we select the same, keep the same horizontal spacing, and we keep the top space to save area. Then we're doing the same for the date label, vertical spacing and the horizontal spacing. And here you can keep also the right trailing space to save area. This is what we should have done initially. So what I will do, I will just select these two labels, I will clear constraints, and I will redo it. I select your left, top, and right. Okay, one more time. Left and top. Then we are doing the same for the date label, top and left. Here Xcode will warn us about trailing space. We'll just do what Xcode advises us. This will be resizable. Okay, so after that we are going to the table view. Make sure that you have selected the table view. Then we're doing top, left, right, and the bottom. Okay, so after that we are going to this text view. Here we write left, bottom, and right. Then we're doing the same for the button. Right, bottom, left, and the top. Okay, so now everything is sorted. So, and now we will go to the post itself. And here we will use top, left, right, and the bottom. Then we will use it for the same for the picture. Top, left, right, and the bottom. And width and height. Excellent. So now this is the interface layout. We can build and run this. We have programmed the appearance, and we have worked with the objects of the comments view controller. So this is how it will be looking like. And this is, I think this is the size of the 8 Plus, and I'm running 8. And in order to resize this, we will work with the resizing this label as well. Don't worry about this one. Okay guys, so this is how we worked with the appearance and the objects of our comments view controller. So well done guys. So let's go now further.